Right, seventh grade, what I'd like to do is talk about step 4 of our project here for those of you who are stuck. So here, in fact, I'm just going to start a new screen sketch here. So those of you who were stuck on figuring out your constants during step 3 when you were making your table, let me help break that down for you just a little bit more. So when we talk about our constant, we're going to use the letter K to represent it, and our constant is our y to x ratio. So you'll remember that we made an XY table, and our x values, those were our independent variables, and our y value was our dependent variable. So for me, that meant that my number of pounds, remember I'm buying spare ribs, that would be my independent variable. The price is the dependent variable. And that's because the price that I'm paying for the spare ribs depends on how much I buy. So that price changes depending on the number of pounds I buy. So that's why we would say that price is my independent variable, or is my dependent variable. So what we started with in our table was the origin, 0, 0, because if I buy 0 pounds of spare ribs, I'm going to pay $0. Then we also looked at if I buy 1 pound, and this was my unit rate, 1 pound of spare ribs is going to cost $1.99. From my table, I remember that 2 pounds cost $3.98, 3 pounds cost $5.97, and 4 pounds cost $7.96. So those were all 5 of my points. I now have 5 points on my graph. So you may recall that as we've been working through this unit, we have sometimes added the third column to our table of y to x. Now I'm not going to bother with checking the y to x ratio on my origin because I know that I can't truly divide by 0 and that my graph has to go through 0, 0 to be a proportional relationship. So I'm going to start by looking here. And I see that my y to x ratio is $1.99 to 1 pound. In my next row of my table, I know that it was $3.98 to 2 pounds, which if I reduce to lowest terms and I punch in on my calculator 3.98 divided by 2, that reduces down to $1.99. So now I see that same ratio. So let's check that out in the next row in my table. As I look at my y to x ratio, that's 5.97 to 3 pounds, and if I divide 5.97 by 3 on my calculator, that reduces down to $1.99. And finally, in my last row of my table, if I take my y to x ratio, $7.96 divided by 4 also breaks down to $1.99. So you can see here that I have a very constant theme in my table, which is it breaks down to my unit rate, which is $1.99 a pound. And that's exactly what I want it to do to prove that this is a proportional relationship. And that's what enables me to have that straight line on my graph. So this indeed is my K value. That is my constant, $1.99 per 1 pound. And if I want to say that in an even simpler way, $1.99 over 1 is really the same as $1.99. So my final step then is I need to know how to write this as an equation. I have my constant now. My constant is $1.99. So I'm simply going to plug that into my equation, which is y equals kx. And if $1.99 is my k value, then all I need to do is substitute that in, and now I have my equation. And that, my friends, is all there is to the constant and the equation. So you are all set for the fifth and final step in your project. Good luck!